this episode of Trev's Travels, we catch a ride to the Northern Mariana Islands on a 52-foot sailboat called Flying Cloud. We go from Rota to Tinian, onto Saipan, then north through a chain of small, isolated, uninhabited volcanic islands. You can be active and join in on the fun, or just slow down, unwind and bask in the sun. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Voyage through Northern Marianas.
Trev's Travels is brought to you by Bank of Guam, Sorensen Media Group, Gimuka, and Guam Visitors Bureau.
Hi folks, Trev and Malcolm again. We're here on board the Flying Cloud. Everything is calm and quiet here right now, but within the hour, the whole crew will be getting ready and rigged up for the annual Guam to Rota yacht race. Members of the crew started to arrive and we began getting the boat ready. We unpacked, raised and rolled up the sails. I've been sailing before, but not as part of a crew. The lines and gadgets of the rigging are so confusing. I want to stay out of their way, but at the same time help out where I can. George Johnson is the owner and captain of the Flying Cloud. He fell in love with sailing in the mid-70s after building his own catamaran from a kid. The annual Guam to Rota race began in the late 60s. He's participated and won on several boats until buying the Flying Cloud. Since then, he, his boat and loyal crew have virtually dominated this event. We're heading out into the commercial port, getting ready to line up for the race. We set the sails, moved into position, the flags went up and we were off. From Guam to Rota, it's 58 nautical miles due north. The wind was howling through the sails. Sometimes we leaned so far on our side, I thought I'd fall into the drink. We were really flying. We secured the sails and hopped off the boat. It was so nice to feel my feet back on solid ground. I hear the Rota Resort is the place to stay on island, so I'm gonna go up, get a room, have a hot shower, maybe a gourmet meal, and just take it easy. After a quick rest, since I only have one night here on Rota, I headed over to the front desk. The staff set me up with a van and a local tour guide. The first stop along the way was a stretch of white sand beach with crystal clear water and oddly shaped rock formations that look like sculptures.
Hey Trevor, you think you can make it?
Yeah, right. This is the Lonely Lover's flower. When it grows, it looks like half a flower. When you put two together, it looks like a whole flower. Just up the road, we visited the Cave Museum. This whole museum is built into a natural cave.
This cave is about 11 million years old. It was used during the ancient Chamorro as shelter.
Look at the size of this cave. It's just unbelievable, isn't it? We're overlooking the capital of Rota, Song Song. We headed down to the Central Park in the village where they were getting ready for a festival by building traditional huts. These guys are really into their craft. From the thatched roofs to the sleeping lofts down to the details in the furnishings, I'm going to hire these guys to build me a place. This is my little kitchen where tonight I'll be cooking up a storm. Here's my kitchen sink. I'm working on the running water. I think I'll take a nap now. Just a few steps away is the remnant of the old sugarcane train station and mill. Take a look at this old sugarcane train behind the factory. This is Rota's idea of Grand Central Station. On to a place called Twigsbury Park and Beach. The park has long straight rows of coconut trees. On the beach, the black volcanic rock against the azure blue of the water makes a striking picture. Man, I love caves. Check this out. The Tonga Cave is one massive place. Man, look at this. It looks like the Bat Cave. Some of these stalactites and stalagmites must be over 10 feet long. Our guide mentioned that in the past, this cave had been used as a refuge during typhoons. I'm the king, and this is my castle. We hopped in the van and headed out towards the more rugged leeward side of the island. We had to stop when we ran into an old gun policeman. Gotta move this big gun to drive through. Along this coastline are so many beautiful spots. The parks are like botanical gardens filled with exotic flowers and an abundance of tropical fruits. Have a banana, mate! This is a special plant called the noni. Here they use it for different purposes, from making tea to drinking the juice to putting it in their soap. From here, there's a lookout that has a great view of Wedding Cake Mountain. This gorgeous backdrop is used as a romantic wedding ceremony spot. It almost looks good enough to eat. The diving on Rota is spectacular. The coral reefs are teeming with life. The most dramatic sight is a cavern that looks like an underwater cathedral, with pillars of light shining down to create an almost religious experience. The clarity and unique color of the water here can only be described as Rota blue.